Welcome into Soda City Living. Today we're taking a short trip to Irmo to discover a world of Louisiana flavor. We're headed to Luzianna Purchase, where you'll experience authentic Creole cooking right here in the Midlands. Chef Thomas walks us through some of the most popular items on the menu. Growing up in New Orleans, he learned how to cook from the pros. You'll learn why he decided to bring Cajun flavors here to the Palmetto State. First, he's showing us how to make an authentic muffuletta sandwich. Here's more. Welcome into Soda City Living. Today, we're going to learn about Cajun culture and cooking. We're at Luzianna Purchase with Chef Thomas. Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for being here. We appreciate that very much.
We're so excited to be here in the kitchen, obviously. So tell us what we're going to make today.
We've got a few things that are very popular here at the restaurant. The muffuletta, which is a classic sandwich made famous by Central Grocery. I actually get the olive salad that goes on there from my cousins, the Achapintis down in New Orleans.
Oh my
and
gosh.
we have that flown in too. But this is authentic Gambino's muffuletta bread. It's a 5-inch seeded roll, and it is so good toasted on there with a nice hot salami and everything.
Yum.
So the next thing we're going to do a shrimp po' boy, which is our best seller here. It's a classic, we call it.
I'm sure. Yes. Yeah. So New Orleans culture and Louisiana culture is so important to you, as you're from Louisiana.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Cajun culture.
Born and raised in New Orleans, out in the east, and we moved to the lakefront. My dad owned 3 different restaurants. He was partnered with an Italian gentleman, and they had an Italian continental cuisine restaurant. I was about 9 years old when I started going to the restaurant working with my dad.
Wow. So what brought you to South Carolina?
Actually a band.
Really?
Yeah. I played drums, and I got hired to come to South Carolina to play. We toured all over the U.S. for about 4 or 5 years.
Oh my God.
And then once I got down to settling down, I decided to get back into my craft.
Yeah. So what was that like, making that transition and opening your own restaurant?
Scary.
Yeah.
We decided to do it right as COVID was leaving, and I was in food distribution before, so I knew both sides of the business.
Right.
So it made it easier to open it. Mary Catherine has an art degree, so her part of the business is the art and the decor and just the hospitality and everything.
Yes, and I can't wait to get a closer look at that later, but for now, let's get started on our sandwiches.
Excellent.
I'm going to put some gloves on here.
Yes. So like I said, this is the 5-inch Gambino's muffuletta bread. We're going to take our slicing knife, cut it in half.
And what typically goes on these sandwiches? Do they vary at all?
We have traditional toppings. We call it dressed down in New Orleans. So if you go to a po' boy shop, you're going to get your sandwich dressed, which includes lettuce, tomato, pickle, and remoulade sauce, which we make here in the house.
Yum.
Okay? So I'm going to pull that out now.
All right.
Now, this here is the muffuletta meat. We have a Black Forest ham, we have an Italian Genoa, and an Italian mortadella. These are the 3 meats that go on the grill.
On the grill, toast them up a little bit.
So this is a hot sandwich. You're going to take the mortadella, put it on there, salami, and that. While that's cooking, we pull our cheese out, which we use a very, very nice provolone cheese. You give them 2 slices.
Can't go wrong with that.
No, not at all. No, we hand cut so much stuff here with a slicer here. We don't like to buy anything pre-cut or anything like that. So everything's made in-house, cut in-house. So that's that. While the bread's heating up and the meat's cooking, we have the olives. Okay, these are garnished. These go right on top of the sandwich.
And why is that important? Is that traditional?
It is. It really is. Yeah, it's just a little
something extra.
A little lagniappe.
Yes. Okay.
Indeed. So this is warming up. You get that nice and toasty. And that's cooking. Now I'm going to take the provolone and I'm going to stick it right on top of the mortadella. Mortadella is like an Italian bologna. Okay. And it has pistachios in it, so it makes it a little fancier. Yeah, really, really good. Once that's warming up, put the Genoa salami on top. And then the ham right on top of that. Pull our bread out of the oven. Like to get it just a little toasty.
Oh, yes.
While that's toasting up, we're going to take the olive spread. Go right on top. Smear it out a little bit. And this is a really quick sandwich, and it's highly sought after by our customers that come in. Okay, this is not for the faint of heart. As you can tell,
that is loaded.
A pretty monstrous sandwich right there.
Look at this. That's huge.
Yes.
course, the finishing touch.
Go ahead and garnish it. Go ahead and stick one.
Doesn't matter which one?
No, stick one on each side.
Okay.
Left side, right side.
Left side, right side.
Yeah.
Okay, like that?
And we take our chef's knife, go right down the middle here. And I'm just going to kind of open this guy up right here.
Look at that.
Isn't that cool?
That looks amazing.
Yes, indeed. So that's our muffuletta here at Luzianna Purchase.
I'm sure this is a bestseller.
It is, it is.
And
people usually take the rest of it home for dinner.
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah, definitely loading them up for lunch and then have leftovers. That could be better than that.
You're gonna dive into that?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try for sure, because I've heard of this sandwich. I have never tried it.
Okay.
And if I can get an authentic one, you know, I'm not gonna pass that up.
Good? Very cool.
I can't talk for a minute after that because you have to take a big bite. That's the thing.
Yes.
All right. And I probably have food all over my mouth. The muffuletta sandwich was amazing. I've never had anything quite like it, and there was plenty for me to take home as well. We're not done in the kitchen yet. If we're learning about Louisiana cooking, we can't leave before trying a shrimp po' boy. We'll learn more about Chef Thomas's passion for food and bringing authentic Cajun flavors to the Midlands. We'll be right back.